Why haven't we seen any type of other outside, really any information from Bandai about a master grade?
Wait it down the
We
line.
already got the master. We already got the master grade.
Double dip, baby. Double dip.
We
You
already
gotta
got the
wait.
master grade. You think they're gonna wait? I don't
Yeah,
think they're
you
Yeah.
giving us
don't.
enough. What is going on, people? 160 hours, 168 hours flew by quick. It's Wednesday, 3 o'clock. So y'all know what time it is. It's the Undergated podcast presented to you by the Undergated Network. Back for another Wednesday, another episode, some anime, some Gundam talk, some real life talk, some workshop talk, everything in between. I am Coop at It's Coop on Instagram. I have Gunpla Tesseract, that's Austin. He goes by Austin, but I think his surname is Gunpla Tesseract. And I have CD, and that's Chloe's dad on Instagram. Tell us,
What's good? What's good?
What's
man,
up?
we assemble. What is it? What's another assemble anime? We did Voltron, right? We assemble together like the Power Rangers. A really
Mhm.
late,
Former Megazord.
former Megazord, but like one of those late Power Ranger series where they only ran with like 3 people. They weren't like 5 or 4.
Oh right, it was just like the red, blue, yellow.
Yeah, that'd be it.
What's the anime where there's like Falcon people with like the blue helmets and the capes and everything like that?
Yeah.
CD, you know what it is.
I do, but
I can't tell you did. That was before my time.
it's the '80s for sure.
And we formed together to make the Undergated podcast. Like I said, we had a pretty dope episode. If you missed some of that, here's what you missed.
True, but I think anything that's new should be held to a certain standard, and
That's true too.
this
That's true.
is not it.
I'd rather buy 2 of the revive
Right.
kits than buy one of the
They
origins.
look
That's
just
why-
as good. Pose just as good.
yeah.
I mean, sure, this is newer style.
And that was last week's episode. We talked about some stuff that was underrated, overrated kits, and we got a pretty dope topic. But before we get started, as always, fellas, the greetings. How's y'all week been? My week has been a week, fellas. I had work, we had overtime, and then turned around and had a birthday party for one of the kids here. 9 girl sleepover
Oof, outnumbered. Jesus.
on Saturday. 9, 7, no, 5 to 10-year-olds. That was the age range.
Whew.
Throw up the white flag. Throw up
Yeah.
the white flag.
That's all I could do, man. Just sit back. It's over now. It is what it is. Man,
How much patience you got left?
little to none. Little to none. Little to none.
CD, I can see the exact moment when he put his head down. You can just hear the Vietnam music just
Flashback.
Right.
PTSD. I don't blame you, dog.
Helicopters flying over.
Oof. Chloe's birthday coming up soon too, so I think she wants one too. So
So get ready. I think that's the
Get
last
ready.
time we'll do anything like a big sleepover like that. We'll see. But that's it, man. My week has just been a chill week. Austin, how's your week been, man?
Man, my week has been, I mean, I would love to say it was just a normal week, but we had a lot of people that were getting sick, coming back, trying to hop back on the grind, trying to get ready. I mean, we're only a few weeks into the new year, and it feels like the status quo, but not the status quo. There's still a lot more work there's more work than it was last year, but now it's like it's not expected for you to be done because it's just the beginning of the year, so no one puts expectations. But then when you do exactly nothing, everyone comes back and says, why are you doing nothing? And I was just like, I was told not to do anything. It was like, well, then no, you've wasted your time. And so I don't know what to make of it. I'm surviving somehow. I'm not on anybody's mad list yet. I would like to keep it that way.
So,
that's all we can ask for.
That's all I can ask for. So I've been getting into work early, leaving a little bit early because I got in there early. That's a quick trick, everybody. You make them 8 hours. The quicker you make it, the faster you get to leave. Sometimes.
I hear you,
and then I just been working on Gunpla, trying to sort out the rest of my nights that way, and been watching some football, and that's it.
CD, brother, how's your week been, man?
Man, I got some exciting news. I'm not going to speak on it just yet, but 2024 has been nice to me so far, and
And that's all we can ask for.
just wait and see. Maybe next week I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I got some news, and it's really exciting, and I gotta make sure everything's gravy before I can speak on it. You know, I don't want to speak something into existence and not happen. But other than that, man, work has been work. Just grinding it out, keeping my head down, trying to. I learned when you do good at work, dog, they want to give you a lot more work. And I see people coasting under the radar. I'm like, damn, it's like ingrained into me like to be a hard worker. They take advantage of you when you're a hard worker, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, dude!
It's hard to find that line. So keep your head down.
Don't let them overwork you, brother.
They're not gonna take care of you. But other than that, family's been good. Life's been good. 49ers won, so we're on to the NFC Championship game. So I can't complain.
Well, look at that.
Yeah. Purdy looked vulnerable, but you know what? It's all about moments.
It's all about in advance. That's all I can say.
That's all you can do. Let us know in the comments how's y'all week been. We got a couple of people that normally comment about their week, and it'd be pretty interesting. So we getting a different perspective of people's lives. We do this section to make sure one, mental health is checked before starting anything that might be kind of like childish. I'm not gonna say childish, right? Like we want to be mentally clear with ourselves before we start dabbling and start talking about what we have going on when it comes to Gundams and stuff. So let us know in the comments below how's your week been, and of course, the fun part is every episode building and breaking down that backlog. Some kits that might have came in, some whatever that might have came in. I'll do a few because I do have a Coop's Corner video coming soon.
Hopefully. Make sure you're tuned in.
Make sure you tuned in. Make sure you tuned in. Make sure I'm tuned in. But this was a quick little pickup. I wasn't expecting to see this. I saw it the other day. Didn't realize what it was. I knew what it was, but didn't realize it was that. And I wound up picking it up from Target. And it was what it is. The Son Goku SH Fig Arts figure. This is the Son Goku, a Saiyan raised on Earth. So this is the Namek. I guess you could use this for Namek Goku, Saiyan Saga Goku. You could push the limits probably with what version of Goku you get with this. I thought this was the movie version because I had the movie version. And I was like, oh, I don't need another movie version. And I went back the other day and I was like, oh, wait a minute, that is actually the regular one. So yeah, you could push it. I mean, he got the instant transmission hands. Trying to get it in there. Yep, instant transmission hands. So you could do like Android Saga as well. Face sculpts, different hands.
Do all the head sculpts from the other Gokus fit onto that body?
It should, yeah. That's one like good thing about SH Fig Arts. Outside of like the ones that are kind of like, it's a little bit bigger, like the Super Saiyan Goku, the new one that's out. I think that head's a little bit bigger to be proportional with their body, so I don't think it'll look right. But like I could take the head off of this and put it on if I wanted to put Gohan's head up there and make it the ultimate Gohan. Yep. But this one has the Gi logo on the back. It's not Master Roshi. It might be King Kai's logo on the back. Either that or Master Roshi. But this was a good pickup.
Where'd you grab it at?
Target.
There it is, folks.
There it is. Target. And if you know what I'm talking about, it's at Target.
Yep.
And finally, this came in the mail. Then I forgot this was coming out. I got a notification it shipped to my parents' house, so I picked it up on the way to work and read the whole book that day. It's Ultraman book 19.
Hey.
It is pretty good read. It is a first appearance. If anybody, I'm a collector, right? At the heart of myself. At the end of the day, I'm a collector. So this has a first appearance, issue 19 of another suit. So glad I was able to get this. Ultraman is probably my main staple when it comes to manga. This and I'm going to say Dragon Ball Super. I read Dragon Ball Super on the Shonen Jump app, but I collect the books just because it's Dragon Ball, and I missed out on the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So I mean, I know I could go back and piece those ones up or get the box set for those, but the Super line I've been kind of staying up on. So those are two items that I picked up, and yeah, that's it for me. Until you catch Coop's Corner.
You got some goodies on there? Something else you caught?
Yeah, something else I caught.
Make sure you guys tune into that. And that comes out every other what?
Every other week.
Every other week.
Hold me to it. Yeah, every other week. There's a handsome.
Make sure your notifications are on. That's when you know.
Yep. That's the only way you will know.
Yep.
Because that might be the only way I know. Austin. Austin, what's up, man? What you pick up? Did you go to Hobbytown this weekend?
I did go to Hobbytown. I did buy some paint. I bought two Vallejo. It's on my counter over there. Too far to reach. Two Vallejo paint colors. I got bright orange, and then Azul something blue. So it's not the same type of blue. It's kind of like a satin blue.
Azul blue.
Yeah, and
is this for the airbrush too?
This is for airbrush. Yeah. So these are Vallejo Air. So
you've been liking this Vallejo,
dude. The Vallejo. I might as well, because the Vallejo primer is all I've been using since I got a bottle of that, and my God, that thing is a tank. It's a question for y'all, real quick off the top of the head. The Vallejo Air, I need thinner for that paint?
Or is that thin?
That's already thin.
It's already thin.
I have to sit there and read it. I wasn't reading.
I'm pretty sure it's already thin. It's made for airbrush.
Airbrush. Okay.
Airbrush ready.
Cool. Dope. All right. What I also got was another manga. I told you I was reading Kowloon when I was sick, and I've just gotten more into it. So I picked up.
It's a crazy read, yo. Sci-fi.
It is really crazy. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not. It says generic romance, Kowloon generic romance. It's kind of anything but. So
yeah, there's barely any romance in it, but the sci-fi aspect of it.
There is some strong romance in it, but I think it's the main plot. But yeah, you're right. It's not like it's like a regular manga where it's the not heart shape, but the ditzy eyes and the effects all airbrushed around behind them and stuff like that. Like, that's not happening. Like, this is more like an old married couple getting upset at each other. And then I did go to Trilogy Comics. The owner there hooked me up.
You already know what it is.
And the owner, it's funny. The owner talked about some other guy who comes in here and buys the magazines. He was like, well, it's not just you, it's this other guy. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's nah, that can't be, is it? He's like, yeah, you always seem to get them before he does. So he usually ends up buying the doubles that I have. But he said, I'm probably gonna have to make other orders because you keep on buying them. It's like, yeah, that's true. But Big Boy didn't just have one for me. He had 3.
Ooh.
So let's take a look here. We got November of last year.
November 2023?
Yep. Which is
and we're talking about the Hobby Link Japan magazine.
Yeah, so Hobby Japan magazine. It's a color or paint special. So they go in about painting different kits. One of the main kits they talk about are the Votums. So they have a whole section on just Votum kits, stuff like that. The paints and techniques that they use for it. This is all in Japanese, everyone, so you can use translators to try to translate what you're reading here.
Hold your phone up to it and copy it.
Exactly. I'll probably have to. I do have a scanner. I'm gonna try to see if I can scan it and send it out to you guys. The other one was the December of last year, so December 2023, and it is the Build Fighter Special.
That's a month behind, bro. What?
It's 1 month behind. So it's that, and this one came with a little booklet.
Of course,
a special treat, which is a list of all the Gunpla that has come out for the Build series so far. Not just a lot of them, all of them. So it goes from the most recent to the oldest, and the P Bandai kits specifically.
Because we were struggling saying that there was only these Build Fighter kits, but then came across hella more. I was like, oh, I forgot this one. And then
I think shout out to Marvin at Hobbytown. I think he told me there's 7 Build Fighter master grades, to where Build Fighters Try has only one, and that's the Red Rabbit. Is that what it's called? The Red Vader.
Red Warrior.
Red Warrior. Yeah.
Red Warrior.
Which is the one I have, yeah. I'll have to look at this because I have a book now for him, so I'll
You
look
got them all.
back to you. And then the last one was actually a little bit older. This one's from April of last year, so April 2023. This one is a special on a beautifully built Master Grade 3.0 Gundam Granddaddy and the Zeong. But not only that, but it has probably one of the most beautiful other builds of the MG SD Freedom in it, and it has a beautiful build that's we'll probably have to talk about later of the Bull Galanza, which was a lucky thing I ran into.
There you go.
See why it was lucky later on in this episode. But yeah, no, there's that, and there was one other thing I got, but it's not here with me. I'll share it with you guys next time. It's just another small book. But yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Good pickups, man. That's a
Coop Dog. You got to get over there to Trilogy one of these days.
Man, if he's hitting in the head for $20 a book like he was at the convention, I'll let Austin keep it.
Bro, so I did get a deal the first time. That big initial stack I bought, the ones you saw, the son gave it to me for $7 a pop. So I got all those for $7 a pop. These were back to regular price. The father was like, no, we're cutting. We're cutting out the 25, buddy. 25 a pop. And I was like,
wow.
Okay.
And the thing about Trilogy is
it's over the head, Jesus.
It's like almost like a flea market smorgasbord of a lot of stuff in there. So you could mess around and be like, yo, I could drop $60 to $75 on these magazines. And they have a layaway. So you can be like, I could take this 75 and put it towards Ultraman 1/6 scale fig. That's 150.
Yep.
And it was like, damn. I give it to Trilogy. If you in the 757 area, look at Trilogy on is Newtown and Princess Anne. Newtown. Is it Newtown or Newton?
I think it's Newton. If you're in the Virginia Beach area, it's like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah, because I went to the other one that was like a smaller one, but that's mainly like a comic book store. Yeah. No figures and nothing like that. Yeah. So go to the one that's on Princess Anne in Newtown at the 264 intersection at 64 and 264. Check them out. Tell them the Undergated sent you. Let them know.
Yeah. Tell them, please.
Next time I got to go in there and drop a sticker for them. Be like, hey, because I've spent so much money here, can you please put our sticker in your window?
Damn right. Like a what's the building inspector? Yeah. Different logos from every year.
Right.
Certified.
I'm dead.
Walk into the oh man, I guess these y'all don't got the 2024 sticker. Yeah, it must have failed inspection.
Failed the inspection.
And if it's not undergated, then what's the point?
Exactly. Hey, well, there you go. What you got, CD?
Man, I didn't pick up any Gundams. I didn't pick up any tools. I didn't pick up any paint, no manga. I picked up a book. I told myself a personal goal this year. I wanted to get back to like really reading, and I wanted to read more books. So I picked up. This is called Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I don't know if you guys know the name of this author, but he also wrote and made a movie out of a book. One of his books is called The Martian with Matt Damon. That movie's based on his book. So I'm a big science fiction head. So I picked this book up on Sunday, and I have about 11 pages left to read. So
jeez,
I'm an avid reader of manga and books. So I told myself this year I wanted to read at least 10 to 12 books.
10 to 12.
This one was about 476 pages.
This look like the New Testament.
He knocked out one of them in 2 days. For those of y'all listening, this book is at least, if you take your middle knuckle, if you measure it from your finger, the middle finger from your base, from tip of your finger to the base of your hand, that's how thick the book is. Right.
I read like,
and he read all of it in 2 days. So
I probably read 80 pages in an hour and a half.
Oh no, sir. No, sir.
So you're just a supercomputer.
No, I'm not doing it.
My dad, shout out to my dad. This sounds like some asshole shit, but he like had me on these speed reading programs as a kid, and like I used to just do that realistically. But you had to also have like comprehend. So I just speed read, and I can read pretty fast and comprehend.
So your dad was turning you into a super soldier.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
pretty much. But this shit, read it. It's a really good book, man. Really good book.
That's the last book I picked up that didn't have pictures in it. Was the actually it was the Gundam book, The
Which
one that
one?
got the RX on the front, slashing.
Oh,
I think it's like the real story of
mhm.
what he will really do with it. I really like the first 3. I thought it was a manga when I ordered off of Amazon. I was like, "Oh, this is a 400-page manga for $16." Oh yeah, bet.
I'm on.
Yeah,
Nah, man, it's the same thing though. You just really visualize it. That's what I've been doing. Like as
I'll
I'm reading,
forget
I'm seeing it in my head play out.
by page
Yeah.
4. I'll forget what was on page 1.
See, that's the same. The only book I ever finished was Fahrenheit 451. That's the only
Jesus
other book I ever
Christ.
finished that was.
You guys have never read
non-religious.
Ender's Game?
Nah.
Have you heard of it?
Watch the movie. Yeah, watch the
I
book
movie.
heard
is
of the
fire.
movie.
Book
Like
is
I remember in high school, I was going to AP history, and like that was I was 11th grade. I was going to AP history. 10th grade, I was in it, signed up for it. Teacher came in there. AP teacher was like, "Oh yeah, who signed up for AP US history next year?" I raised my hand. Oh, you're gonna have to read a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Mhm.
It's the second book sold behind the Bible, and I'm like, that's what she told me. And I think the back of the book said that it is the behind the Bible is the most book, like the
That's an
top
old-ass
selling book. It's an old book. It's like this thick too. And I'm
Do you like history though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
History's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite subject. I want to be a history teacher, but I
It
think
was
that's why I like
history,
reading.
but it was like World War One type stuff. Not like Austin. Not like whatever Call of Duty got me through. World at War. I was able to. Like y'all laughing. Y'all laughing. I really busted Call of Duty back then. I was on it, and that helped me get through. Like geography, I'm good at. U.S. history because of Call of Duty World at War.
I've always loved history too, but you know what? Correction, I have read something that has no pages. And I read a crap ton of them.
What?
The James aircraft anthologies and flight manuals. I have read. I used to buy like $100 planes for flight sims that come with an 8,000-page manual, and I would sit there and read the entire manual before I go for a
All right,
flight.
you're a sick man.
Yeah.
You're a sick man. So read some books, people.
Coming from
out
the
here
man
listening.
who reads like a robot.
Read this. 4.5 out of 4.5 out of 5. Just a lot of terminology. If you like science and physics and stuff, you really like this. But I'll tell you what I'm reading next. It's called The Sword of Kagan. I think it's like another 450-page book, but that's next on the list. I'm starting that sometime this week.
Look at that. Let us know in the comments what y'all picked
Read
up.
with me.
Read with CD. Let us know what y'all picked up. A new book club, Oprah's book club, right? Golly. And let's hear some things. We get a lot of comments and we appreciate everybody. Let us know what y'all picked up Gundam wise. It's maybe something outside of Gundam. You know, CD just picked up that book. I picked up a manga. Austin picked up a manga. So it was almost like manga day. Let's get into what we have cooking. What's some stuff that's on the table, project table, things we've been working on. Austin, what you been working on, big dog?
Yeah, so I've had some time on my hands this weekend. I kind of just devoted just to myself, so I decided to do some things. I did build a kit, but I'm gonna save that for my real grade section
Christ.
to review, so we're gonna do that later. But in the meantime, I decided to pick up the airbrush again.
Of course.
I should have recorded myself doing it, but I went ahead and primed up all of the Zeta Verka.
Is that the whole
most of
thing?
it.
There's no way.
That has to be just the panel, no frame.
Yeah, these are just the panels. Yeah, because I already primed up the panel, the frame.
Ooh.
So I did that. And then you guys saw the head last time. And then I decided to go ahead and start working on the other kit, which I primed up, which was the gym. And I decided to start trying to appreciate. So
okay, Austin.
The appreciating, or I guess highlighting. This is technically highlighting, I guess.
Highlighting.
Yeah, highlighting. So I had the thankfully Coop gave me his SMS black.
Yes, sir.
So I just threw that into shout out to SMS. Shout out to SMS.
Link in the bio.
Yeah, link in the bio.
Is it already painted? Like that's how you going with that dark highlight, or are you going back over it?
No, I'm so this is just a highlight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna paint this the regular out of the box colors that it was. So I need to buy a different color gray because I thought I had the right gray, but I don't. My grays are too dark.
Your primer gray won't work?
Too light. So the primer gray is too light, and the grays I have are too dark. The grays I have are great for the inner frame, but just not the actual body. And that's why I went to Hobbytown to buy that orange. So now I have to essentially paint the orange. But yeah, I learned a lot of lessons about pressure. See, as you see, this is a little bit too heavy. I learned that you should start on a piece of paper to get an idea of how much you're letting out, and to get the line thickness you want and how that feels. Then transfer it over to here.
Paper towel is what I use.
Yeah, paper towels, computer paper, stuff like that. I did record a little bit of it, so because I believe Gunpla Customs said I kind of make a journey of you learning how to airbrush. So that's one thing I'm gonna try to upload if I can get all that stuff finished. And so been painting, built a kit, started building another kit, but it's way over there, and I'm not gonna get into it. So we got that, and now I'm kind of at an impasse. Oh yeah. This is a factory now. Once I got the airbrush running, this is a factory. Everything is open. Everything, and guess what? I'm not a slave to the weather anymore, so I can paint.
I'm sorry, IG, but you guys have officially are cooked.
Y'all. That is, we gave y'all what is that?
Plenty of time.
12-month, 13-month head start. All them gallery guns that went out. Y'all had y'all time. I hope it's a little bit strong because Austin's coming his way.
So now I'm just trying to get it turning. There's some GB work decals I want to purchase before I get in, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting everything I have. So
there you go. There you go. Yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. CD, what you been working on, bro?
Man, just keeping it light. Honestly, I'm still working on my 5-star stories kit. Those are clipped out on the sprues or runners to be painted. That's been a mess, but trial and error, baby, and a lot of glue.
That's all we got.
Trial and error and a lot of glue. I did break down and bust open the GM, so I'm working on that for a little special side project. Other than that, man, just keeping it light. I'm not forcing my hand on anything, nothing crazy. Whatever comes to mind, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches. I'm still on my hiatus for my IG, so everything I've been posting has been just preloaded.
Yeah.
Scheduled.
There you go. And that's how you keep it rolling. With me, got back to it actually, now that I thought about it. Got back behind the gun. I went and started painting the frame for the size to be real grade. The clear pieces should be coming in next month in February. I know Austin was just talking about like February being the month. But clear pieces should come out in February. Photography wise, I've been trying to get some ideas, man. Just try to think of some ideas. Got some figures in the works, got some cool stuff. Wait till Coot's Corner to figure out for the toy photography side of things of how that's going to come out. And I think that's it. Outside of what's cooking, some manga and anime. Solo Leveling. Finish episode 1. Finish episode 1 is dub. Watched it dub today. It was not going to spoil it, right? It was different from what I thought it was going to be. Did you watch it, Austin?
I watched a bit of it. I didn't watch the full thing, but I know what happens.
I didn't know it was
episode 3.
I didn't know it was a guild. Like it's almost like Dungeons video games, but in real life. Like,
yep.
Let's go ahead and raid this dungeon. That's what kind of threw me off. But I was like, okay, I'll stick to it.
It's essentially a reverse isekai. Instead of being isekai in the world, the isekai world came to the real world. Yeah. So you end up with all those Dungeon and Dragons tropes, but just in the real world.
Yeah. So it was pretty dope. I was going to start episode 2, but it's not dubbed yet. So I'm assuming every Saturday is probably going to drop a dub episode. So I want to try to stay on top of that one, man. That's what's cooking.
There's so much shows coming out too.
Yeah. Anime of the Year coming out soon. Anime of the Year.
Already out. You just watched episode 1?
No, you talking about the trailer?
Nah, you just said you just finished it dubbed. Anime of the Year.
Solo Leveling. He's talking about Solo Leveling being anime
of the
year.
I thought you might have said when did Kachu number 8 come out? That's what I thought you was talking about. My bad.
Kaiju number 8's looking pretty good too. 2024 in a whole's looking pretty dang good too.
Too much fucking shows are out, dog.
Too many things, man. Free Run is still going and still shocking me every day, every episode. So, I mean, it's getting rough, bro.
Right. But let us know in the comments what y'all working on, what y'all have cooking, what some kits y'all have on the table. You want to work on this week, this weekend, some plans for it. We got a little pretty fun segment a little bit later on in the episode to talk about what we have coming up. But next up, we have what's new. What's new is our segment where we kind of go and look at Gunpla Nerd on Instagram. Shout out to whoever you are. He's
with the official picks of the kid of the year.
He hit us up too.
The kid of the year,
bro. Solomon,
kid of the year.
That is insane.
Kid of the year.
Y'all saw the video though, right? You saw the operation of the gun.
Oh my god!
That joint twists and locks. That's insane.
So what those guys are talking about is something that's completely irrelevant. No. They're talking about this right here. The GPO2.
But it got to have another name so it doesn't get trademarked.
It's technically called the
Solomon's
Solomon, but it's the GPO2. It was crazy. It doesn't even ship with the gun. I mean, it ships with the Gundam head, but not connected in the video, so it doesn't get copyright.
Comes with that head right there.
Was coming. I was like, yo, what in the world is it look like that for? Like,
you see how quick they show it too. Ooh.
Yeah. They're like, don't worry.
Hey.
And the people on Spotify were watching the video right now of kind of like the breakdown. That's my thing. Can you give Kid of the Year to a third party?
Yes.
At that point, when does it stop? Y'all can't keep moving the goalpost.
What you mean?
The goalpost was never moved. Kid of the Year opens to any kid.
Okay. Think about what you're saying now.
Okay.
So now we could talk about resin kits.
Yeah.
Would resin kits be Kid of the Year?
Yeah, it could be. But I guarantee you this: a resin kit ain't never gonna win Kid of the Year, though.
I don't know. That half cannon looks crazy.
It looks crazy, but look how much work you got to do for it.
Look how much work you got to put in for this.
I don't have to deal with resin dust. I don't got to deal with resin gel. I don't got to deal with.
You don't got to cut up another whole master grades interframe to build the resin.
Exactly.
This is already a kit.
And
regardless,
this is
Kid of the Year. If you want to include resin kits, none of them is touching this.
Yeah, a resin kit is like twice as more expensive than this. You have to start measuring out, and it can't do nearly as much as this.
No, it can't do it.
Bro,
right.
Resin kits are statues. 99% of them, once you build them, they ain't moving.
No, that's like the Wing 01 is really nice.
That's
$150.
This shit right here is
it's $80. It's $80 for the resin. It's $80 for the resin and $60 something if you want Wing 0.
So perfect grade price.
How much you think this is going to be?
This is going to be at least $60-$70.
This is going to be at least $120.
I doubt that.
Maybe they were releasing the price was $70, but scalpers have made it to like $100.
Yeah. So this is cheap. It's Chinese, so the price, the American dollar is pretty strong.
But I mean, that's like a mini.
Just look at this shit,
dude.
There's nothing Bandai has that it can touch this.
An MGEX is the only thing that can get close to this, and they're not even going to bother even trying to work it. For those of y'all listening, we're watching him literally move almost every panel. Every panel of this thing is movable.
It would have won me Kid of the Year if it was a full burner.
You just don't like the kit. You don't
I
like
don't like the mobile suit.
He's like the design. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I'm right there with you. It was never my favorite. Look at that. There's a pulley system for both thrusters in the.
But you can't lie. The mechanics behind
it is dope. I'm not saying it. The
this
mechanics.
Is sick.
I just don't think that a third party should get Kid of the Year, and then two.
So should Kid of the Year only go to Bandai? To a Bandai?
Yeah, it's official. Because then you open up one door, you got to open them all.
Not a Kotobukiya kit. Kotobukiya is not third party.
Not in the Gundam aspect though.
They build mobile.
Kid of the Year can go to any kit though, right? Or does it have to be just Gundam?
Or does it have to be just Bandai? Because in that case, it's just Bandai of the year.
Goalpost is always moving.
Because at that point, like when do you say a girl kit beats out a perfect grade? Come on now.
Actually, there is a girl kit that I think it would be better than most master grades. I'm not gonna lie. I'll get to that later. But
so if this was Bandai and this came out with just the Bandai logo, you're still picking the Stein over this?
Dude, this has so much more.
No, I don't want to be real. I want to be real. If it was Bandai, I would say this is Kid of the Year.
Okay.
I'm just being real with you. It's just, again, you open up one door, open them all. You bring this in, you got to bring in everything. The perfect grade, the Bond, perfect grade new Gundam.
If it was this quality, why not?
That's the thing. Those perfect grade to Bond one, like this is a third party that has succeeded the quality or usurped Bandai right now.
And I'm not trying to just throw this out there just because, but we don't know.
We don't know. We don't have it in our hands yet.
If this kit comes out and it doesn't look like this out of the box,
it's not gonna look like this out of the box. There's decals already on this.
It's already been painted.
Okay, decals. You don't think extra scribing was done to this?
Nah.
No, it says painted and detailed.
Painted and detailed, but not scribed.
What's detailed?
Decals, sanding. Yeah. Decals and sanding. Like it. Like I would say it's beneficial. Look at that. That's insane, man. And look at the light. I didn't even know it came with lights, but the light.
Now Bandai does this on the MGX, on whatever next, and then they have it in the bag. They might go. They might see them. This shit's not okay,
bro. That's sick.
That's so sick. That's so sick.
But let me ask y'all: would you use it?
This?
I would do it once or twice, and then never.
Would you turn it on
again? Well, I mean, like it's lights. You're not really
supposed
to.
Would you turn the lights on your MGX?
Yeah, how's your unicorn MGX? Is that lit up every day?
I'll at least turn my lights on about 3 times a month on the MGX.
This is getting posed with a bazooka like this, right next to the MGX,
bro. And look at it, man.
That looks terrible.
That looks sick.
It's because
I'm not a fan of the design too.
Yes, I agree, but the design is dog.
Like. That is terrible. Yes, the gimmicks and the open panels, cool, sure. The big shield, the GPO2 is just.
If this was on the GPO3 or God forbid the Blossom, the GPO prototype one,
it'd be different.
You'd be losing your mind over it. I get you. I feel you on that because I'm not a big fan of this the following
of the feet, bro.
The GPO2 either. I was never a big fan of the GPO2 design. You guys know me. I used to talk about how ugly I always thought it was. But the
design, the mechanics behind it make it think
it looks dope. I mean,
especially like a Pat Labor head though.
It does. That's gotta go.
That looks like a Pat Labor head.
Next up is the Metal Build. No, member exclusive Metal Build Gundam Stray. I'm straight out, man. Like
straight out. There's a whole line of these too, all different colors. Look like the Power Rangers, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. P-Band Max. Did your Master Gundam come in?
Not yet. It should be sometime this month.
Full mechanics.
Forbidden.
This is custom though.
This is a custom forbidden.
Oh, Robot Damashi. So we're getting.
I was thinking
the figure for this.
Could we get a full mechanics of this?
We might.
We're definitely not getting a master grade. That's for sure.
I can see this. I can see Bandai give us a full mechanics of this.
Yeah. We're not getting a master grade of it, so might as well.
What Coop says, they kind of follow that trend of they release this and see how it does. We already got the high grade.
Problem is that feather on the head. The feather on the head. Are you gonna make that? Yeah, are you gonna be a plastic feather? Is it gonna be real feather? Like
a plastic feather,
or just like one of those duster like tools that you use to clean out pipes?
Man, it's gonna be it's gonna be one of those Wing Zero lookalike feathers.
Man, that's gonna be terrible, bro.
I see this. I smell this as a full mechanics.
Do y'all think that Bandai might be done with making master grades for new series? Would you take that? Would you take full mechanics for newer series and Bandai say I'll go back and do 2.0s and 3.0s on the master grade line?
Well, it would have to depend on the designs. It would have to depend on how long I'll wait to get the 2.0s that I want.
Do you think we're gonna get a master grade Ariel?
No,
maybe not. No. I mean,
the full mechanics
love the full mechanics Ariel,
and it's sitting right now.
Yeah, people love the full mechanics Ariel though. Like
with the lights you could put in it, yeah, people.
And the people that built it, nah. And the third party took care of the lights for them. The Cosmos lights, they look way better than anything Bandai would make. So,
or whatever Bandai says, we're going to do UC.
Now, if Bandai made a full master grade Caliburn, which I think they are going to do, then yeah, I'll pick that up. But I'm sorry, you said a UC?
Yeah, you think they'll do like? What if they just like directly say, you know what, we're just gonna work on like old stuff for UC, because outside of the Barbatos, right? The Barbatos for IBO, right? And then they gave us the DOMs, and then sprinkling in new NGXs and stuff like that in between. I'm trying to think of like a newer master grade.
The newest master grade coming out was
The newer for a new series.
Native Gundam. Oh, for a new series?
Yeah.
The only thing we got that might be coming out is the new Freedom for the new movie coming out. That's it. The Master Grade Freedom.
But the Eclipse was the last master grade
new series
of a new series.
Gundam
that was 2021, 2020.
Mm-hmm. That was a clean sheet design.
So seed sales. So
seed sells.
So I don't know, man. Like I can see them, like CD said, making a full mechanics and just sticking full mechanics for 100.
They could honestly. I see them making like just tiny bits master grades here and there. I think the pandemic jacked up their scheduling, so now they're just like, well, what's the point of starting all this stuff over? We still have to finish the factory, and then once they make this, which for those listening, we're looking at the Immortal Justice.
This is the high grade.
This is the high grade from the new Seed movie. Once they make a master grade of this, the master grade of the Freedom, and they already have the narrative lined up, and they have the new Stein coming out, they'll be done for the year. If anything else comes up, it's for P Bandai. Yeah, dude. Last year we had one. The year before that, we had two revisions of an old one.
You think we get 4 master grades this year?
I wouldn't be surprised. If I've now lived through a year where we only got one master grade, one new master grade. Everything else is P Bandai refurbished. So I'm not.
We're 2 for sure. We know this series is getting a master grade.
Do we know that this series for sure is getting a master grade? Or we're assuming because it's Seed?
According to the leaks, we should be getting one, but it is Seed, and Seed sells no matter what, and especially in China, the Freedom Gundam sells no matter what.
Would you be surprised if Bandai just stuck to high grades with these ones right here?
Honestly, these are so ugly, I wouldn't really care. I wouldn't really be that surprised.
I'd be surprised because they're missing the market right there.
Yeah, that master grade market is.
You don't think they'll do master grade the movie versions on P Bandai?
I doubt they would do that. That's $60 they're just leaving on right because
they left $60 for the Flugel. The Targis Flugel.
Yeah,
it's not from a movie, but it's manga movie. Might as well call it the same thing.
But the Flugels is literally just from the books. It's from
manga. I know what you're saying. Right, it's from the manga, correct? But it's not like from a show. These, think about it. We haven't had the Penelope. They can see. Granted, those are big suits, right? All high grades from the movie. The Dones Island, all high grades, right? This movie could it not just pick up right where it left off and just say, okay, we're doing all high grades?
You gotta look at it because C and the other one are big ass kits. They're not gonna turn those into master grades because they're not gonna.
Dones Island, they couldn't do a Zaku for it.
We already know. We already know. Yeah, we already know they are never going to make an Origin Zaku, even though we all think we deserve it. Right? They're not going to make one. So, they already have the Origins RX-78. They don't believe in Origins Gym Master Grade would sell, even though I'm pretty sure it would. They already think they for some reason Bandai has it in their head that anything from Origins that's not a Gundam will not sell as a Master Grade. I don't understand that form of logic. It makes no sense to me because I'm pretty sure if you turn any of those suits from the Origin into a Master Grade, people will literally be crawling over each other to get one. I know I would. I don't even like Zaku's. I like the Origin Zaku's. I know they'll make one. But from Seed sells, especially in the Chinese market.
Yep.
So why would I leave $60 on the table?
Why haven't we seen any type of other outside, really any information from Bandai about a Master Grade?
Wait it down.
We already got the Master Grade.
Double dip, baby. Double dip.
We already got the Master Grade. You think they're going to wait? I don't.
Yeah, you just released 2 new Master Grades.
You can't cannibalize your market. You can't cannibalize your own market. You gotta double dip. You gotta wait.
You would think
wait.
People stay on day bread for this, and then
they done drop photos of the high grade, of the metal build figure, of Robot Spirit, whatever. They have not dropped pictures of a master grade.
Those are different markets, my friend. Model kit buyers usually don't buy high-end Robot Damashi stuff.
Correct.
But what Robot Damashi stuff usually don't buy model kits.
But they also lumped it in with the kits.
Yeah.
They haven't advertised no master grade yet.
No, they haven't because they don't want to cannibalize the model kit market, right? The model kit market will buy most likely the high grade because of FOMO and the master grade. So I'm not going to make the person go there and say, oh, I need to decide which kit to buy. I want the person to come and buy both. So I'm going to have him buy this, wait 2 months to him to build up some more money, and then come back and buy again from me, right? I'm not going to cannibalize my own potential to get as most money as I can. Now, the Robot Damashi, that's a one-time purchase. The people who usually buy that, they buy that and they leave that alone, right? The figure try standard, whatever, that's a one-time purchase. That's a different price bracket. Usually when people buy that, they don't buy any kits whatsoever of that, right? You buy the figurized Gokus. You don't buy the model kit Gokus all the time because you have the figurized ones. Like they're already superior to the model kit ones. Yeah. Model kit builders, it's a different market. So that's why you got to double dip and wait.
That might be my quick hot take. I don't think we're gonna get master grades of these two.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's the thing, though. I have no faith in Bandai making master grades efficiently and constantly. I just don't. When the Mark V was P Bandai and turned out to be the best kit maybe they've ever made, and I saw that masterpiece is relegated to them never believing that it's going to sell, even though everyone told them right off the bat that it was probably one of the best kits they ever made. I knew at that point that Bandai has no faith in the master grade market anymore.
But that's because the Mark V is so obscure. They're not going to sell an obscure kit.
It's obscure.
This shit's getting a master grade. There's not no main seed kit that has got a master grade.
The
get a full mechanics.
The Eclipse is obscure as it gets, but they did it for advertisement and they sold it.
We'll get seed full mechanics, and that'll be season 2 of Seed antagonist kits.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna need those. Yeah,
we got all those. There'll be those.
We'll see. I don't think this is going to get a master grade.
Hey, I'll take.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. I would be kind of surprised if it does.
Here goes the high grade of the Rise and Freedom. Right, more pictures of this.
The design is just so weird with this. It looks like it kind of works, but kind of doesn't.
So are we betting at the stickers, the wings, the stickers?
Oh yeah, this. Yeah. You talking about this white and blue? You think this white and blue is part separated?
Man,
oh, no.
Shoot,
I want to see. I want to see the dude that put these stickers on. These look good.
He has a steady hand.
For real,
no creases anywhere.
At least the best Bandai photos we've seen, because remember we looked at the ones last week and that shit had the nub marks and everything.
Yeah.
That is true. That was kind of wild. Next up, we got the Rise and Freedom SD. We getting everything, but we're getting everything but the MG.
Hey,
they're showing us everything but the MG.
I don't buy the SDs. We all know females usually buy the SDs. This is for that market, and Seed has a strong female base.
I really don't. But wouldn't it contradict what you're saying though? Wouldn't this be like, okay, we're not going to cannibalize because we want the people to buy the high grades and wait for the master grades, but we're going to put everything else out there and cannibalize it.
They're probably saying that the SD market is already so small of people who buy the SDs that they're not too worried about people, and it's also cheaper. That's the key. It's okay if you want to put out two things out that are pretty cheap, relatively cheap. You don't want to put out a super expensive product and a relatively cheaper product at the same, and make them compete with each other.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
More times than not, the cheaper product's going to win.
I don't think so, man.
Next up,
go ahead. Hey, man, what you got?
No, I was going to say, no. I was going to talk about video game consoles, but it's all right. Keep going.
Next up, we got the Blackluster Soldier. This is a cop for me when this comes out.
What is this from?
This is from Yu-Gi-Oh. This is from Yu-Gi-Oh. This was like, I think the first, could be second ritual monster. You have to like sacrifice like 2 strong monsters
to get that one
to get this out.
That with a nice gold,
right? Right, but I might just leave it like that. Maybe top coat it in like a semi-gloss. I don't want it too plasticky. Yeah. Like with the gloss, and then I don't want to look it too flat because it's gold. But it looks dope.
I like that Bandai's doing this, man.
Yeah.
Like giving us more shit like this.
This is gonna look sick when somebody does if somebody does a diorama, here you go, people. You heard it here first. Of the ritual card, of the cards, and then do the picture Let me see if I can find it real quick. The Black Luster Soldier Ritual card. If they could do it like this, Soldier Ritual card. Yeah, Black Luster Ritual. Share this tab instead. If they could do like a diorama with this, with like the flames and the sword and shield, and put him in the middle.
Can you zoom into it?
Oh my! No, I can't. Austin.
Coop, that might have to be you. I don't know if anyone's thinking about that yet.
No, I don't. They might not have. Let me see.
Might have to be you.
Let me see if I can find a bigger photo for Austin.
It's all good. If you got a touchpad, just go and use fingers. Zoom in.
Hell no, I ain't got no damn touchpad.
You got no touchpad? You got a MacBook. Don't they all come with touchpads?
I'm using this as a damn computer, Austin.
Oh, okay.
Can't zoom in.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a lot, Austin, for coming.
For those for y'all listening,
coming at the engineer.
For y'all listening, just go look it up. And for y'all watching, just go look it up. Looks cool.
If you know what this figure is and this kit is, then you know what that card looks like. Like, what is this?
What is that?
This is Rising Gundam joins.
Oh, video game.
Overboost. Yeah, Overboost. I wonder if this might Overboost. I thought it was Maxi Boost. Oh, I think this might be the arcade version of it though. It's even getting in the game before we get a master grade.
Right.
Yeah.
It's doing everything but a Bandai.
Making its rounds. If I'm Bandai, I'm not announcing this until after everyone's spent some money.
Bread.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh shit, I gotta get this now too.
Yeah.
We'll see. So you're saying by March?
No.
Too soon.
No.
Not getting the kit, but at least an announcement.
I don't even know if we're like May.
June or May. Yeah.
That's when
that's when the Master Race in the festival happens for the model kit festivals.
Okay.
Oh my god, these look so good. These look so good. Oh my god. They look so good.
I can't. There you
go. Do you remember the scene? Do you remember the scene like when he's in the dogfight with the drone? And you're just like he's getting so much G-force pushed into him. Like, oh man, I see nothing but like
crazy.
Bro, I'm ready.
The crossover we didn't know we needed. Gundam Seed, Freedom, and scenario characters.
The crossover we
didn't need it. This is like the
Hello Kitty.
Yeah, Hello Kitty. Isn't that like a line? Sangria? Is it Sangria?
Yeah. Yeah, Hello Kitty, Cinnamon Roll, all them.
The Freedom will join Battle Operations 2 on Steam. Look at that. No master grade line, but we
got a master grade of the Freedom.
I mean, no announcement yet, but we get.
But we have a master grade of the Freedom though.
This one has every one of them.
This one has
MGSD.
Correct.
2.0.
I'm not saying this one doesn't. I'm just saying they doing a whole lot of announcements. I just would like a master grade announcement. That's all.
Man, for a guy who doesn't build master grades, you really are just pining for this master grade announcement, bro.
Let's see how this looks in the game. Battle Operations 2. I tried, man.
I was gonna say, did you like it?
I tried. It's definitely something that, like, one, you need a squad, and then two, you have to have a dedicated squad to it. You have to have boys that's like, yeah, all right, I'll ride up there with you. Like, I'll ride up there. Let's get on for like 2 or 3 hours a night.
Damn.
Because they move just how they look. Like, they move. They don't move. It's quick, not fast.
Like jetting across the screen and shit.
Yeah. And I was watching Origins today. Like, look at that. Like, that's as fast as you probably get.
It's like a slightly.
And he's stuck in. You're stuck in that like animation. So when you slash, you're slashing and you're stuck until you get like. So you better hopefully you hit. It is fun though. It is fun. Like, if you have the right people.
The 3v3 or something.
3v3. Yeah.
Slightly slower.
The Phoenix is in there.
The Phoenix is in there. All of it. Yeah.
That's tough.
Got the recirculation colors of the RX 782 in the entry grade, and is that it?
Yep, that's about
Yeah,
it.
that was it. That's it for what's new. Nothing really. I'm just scrolling through. Yeah.
Thank you, Gunpla Nerd.
Thanks, man. You're the unsung hero on this page. I want you to know that.
Hold us down.
But that's it. Let us know in the comments what y'all excited about. It. Y'all think we're getting a master grade from that line? I don't think so. I don't think so. Typically, we do hold that thought at this point, but we're gonna go ahead and skip it because we got a segment that we haven't done in a while.
Woo.
For the new listeners, and shout out to y'all. We got a big influx of new listeners as well. Welcome to the pod. We used to have this segment called weekly segment called Austin's RG. That's Austin's real grade. Austin usually breaks down a kit he has built with the knowledge and gives us a grade and lets us know if it's worth copping or not. This week, Austin is going to talk about the MG Age 1 Full Galanza. Austin, buddy, take it away.
Yeah, so alluded to earlier in the magazine post I showed, I did finish building the Master Grade Age 1 Full Galanza.
Look at that. Beautiful.
This is a actually pretty nice kit. The Age 1 Master Grade that I built was quite enjoyable. It's simple, but kind of like it was kind of like the Age 2 in a way, where it's really simple to build, but it comes with like a really good finishing. It's almost in the way of like a really buffed up mechanic wise full mechanics. So like the full mechanic stops at complexity. This like adds that, but doesn't make it more difficult to build. You also get some like a master grade only type of improvements. You get these vents here in the forearms and the side of the Gundam.
I love when Bandai does that. I do love that when it comes to master grades, where they might enhance a certain section that's not on a high grade, like a vent and stuff like that. Or they might be like stickers on the high grade, where on the master grade they're parts.
Exactly. And because this is a P Bandai expansion kit, I have two versions of this. I have the Age 1, which is a normal buy off the shelf Gundam. You can even get that in Hobby Town now. But the full age Galanza is essentially the full armor part of this kit. Anything that you see on this that has the wings, the guns in the back, the shoulder cannons, and the deep purple blue parts are all add-on. And these have little tiny segments here that are hiding other missiles and guns, and is essentially just an add-on pack to recreate this feature. You also get other parts in it, like a new V-fin that makes the Gundam look incredibly pissed whenever it's looking at you. Before, the Gundam has a more neutral stare. Now it looks really pissed off, like someone just told them that.
Does it come with a base too?
Yes, it does. It comes. There's actually, I'm holding up in the back.
Oh, wow.
It has a little gray thing that's going to help it stand because the backpack is quite heavy. Well, not quite heavy, I should say. And that's another crazy thing. All this kit on it, you would think this thing would be super heavy. It's actually quite light. The parts aren't too heavy or too confusing. There's not too much complexity going inside of them, so that would contribute to there being less weight. There's still a lot of articulation to go around with this kit. I think the standing pose that it's in, where it's just looking at you, still looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But if you want to have this like launching forward and slashing and stuff like that with just like a Bandai base number 1, you can. It has surprisingly pretty good articulation still. You also get these weapons here on the shoulders that are able to hold beam sabers. So you have whole beam sabers lined out. You can also have these missile patches on the back, which come with a separate section. And I have it here in the laser configuration. But also it comes with a missile configuration. What's cool is that there's a mechanism in them where if you could take these off and just swap them, but with the missile part. But also, if you were to, let's say, open these up on the missile part, if you take this part and you pull it down, a latch will open both of them and reveal a missile inside that you can take in and out. There isn't really, how can I say, there isn't really too much crazy articulation you can do with this, but just enough. And the reason why is because it's controlled by this single ball joint on the back right here. This ball joint can swivel down, so you can have this gun pretty much come all the way forward. Oh, there goes the hand. All the way forward and come up as like a weapon that he can aim out and fire forward. All in all, this is a very nice kit. I was surprised at how much I was actually enjoying it. You also get the parts to make the age 1 flat. So the eyes are green in here, but you can turn them to be yellow. They have a part that covers the age power kit, which is the center chest area. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed making this, and I'm really happy that I got the full Galanza. I think I've talked about it before in the cast that the full H1 full Galanza high grade was one of my favorite high grades of all time. And I was super hyped when this was announced for Master Grade because I was just sitting around waiting. And building it did not disappoint. This is a really good kit, and it's surprisingly cheap. The age 1 just regular out the box is like less than $50 right now.
Yeah,
And the full Galanza, if you get a P Bandai price, it's 20. Scalpers have made it like $50 as well. So, but there's also a second version of this, which is the designer colored version. I have that. I've showed it here on the podcast as well. That one, the only difference is that the colors have been changed from a more of a blue to a purple, more of this red to a dark red, and the white to more of a lightish gray, just to represent the original artist's actual vision of what the mobile suit would look like.
Aren't the joints a little different too? I thought there was
the joints. Oh, that's right. Thank you, CD. So when you buy the full age Galanza kit, you get updated polycap joints. Before, this was using very loose polycaps that got very loose over time. Like, it would not hold up this arm at all. So you do get updated joints that you can swap out with the full age Galanza kit, and it'll make all the joints here a little bit stronger, able to hold a lot more weight.
So the P Bandai comes with extra PC parts.
Yeah, the Bandai comes with a bit for more PC parts, some more cosmetic parts. Essentially just updating the kit to more of a 2020 standard. 2020, I believe the full Galanza was announced in 2021, 2022. So it brings a kit that was a kit that was like 2015, 2016 up to 2022 standards, which is also a bonus and kind of more of a reason to get one. Just to
make for $70 in total.
Yeah,
you know, especially when that's to be pretty dope. I wish Bandai did a little bit more of like add-on parts like that for kits. I know they have like the weapon system and a little bit other outside of like the F90, because those little add-on packs, man, when you're trying to find a kit to throw in your cart when it's like free shipping,
right?
That would be a perfect kit, especially if you're $50. You could go pick it up at Hobbytown or wherever, Vulcan Hobby, you know, whatever the case may be, and then get that. And it's just the add-on pack, like a heavy, not the heavy weapon system, but it's you don't have to worry about buying a full kit.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this is essentially the size of the Master Grade box alone too. So as you can see, it's not big.
Oh yeah, for $20, if that, or $25, right? How much was that? Right?
This I believe on P-Bandai was at most $25, around $30 probably.
Oh yeah, especially it was very cheap. If you have an age, that's a definite cop. It looks good.
Yeah, and it looks great. I mean, you saw it on the screen. Actually, it's really imposing. It has a really great stance. Very photogenic if you paint it up right. And from the magazine, you can see from Professional Builder, just even following the script of the colors that was meant to look, it looks absolutely like fantastic and mean and nice. I am very impressed. I think I've very rarely ever given bad reviews on this. So me saying every kit I get is amazing kind of loses its luster. But let me just say, this was a very pleasant experience. I thoroughly enjoyed building this, and I actually really like just looking at it. I don't even know if I want to paint it. It looks good just out of the box. That was kind of my reaction to the high grade too. So the fact that this captured the love I have for one of the best high grades ever built in a Master Grade form is a huge bonus. So Austin's real grade. I'm gonna give this an A+. I rarely found
first day of the year.
First day of the year. Good job, Age.
Yeah.
Now is the high grade a P Bandai?
The high grade is the high grade is a regular release. You can purchase that. As a matter of fact, I think it just recently got re-released recently. So
just in that Hobbytown last week too. So
yeah, you can find it very regularly, and it's very cheap. It's very nice build too, and essentially you get one Master Grade. I mean, you get one Age out of it as well. So why not?
It's just like $23, and you get the Age if you just want to have the Age, and then you get the parts to put on it. So
yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah, so that's Austin's real grade. We're gonna try to make sure we're bringing this back every week. Austin breaks down this when it comes to his breaking down of kits and the kits he has built. He's top tier. That's why we have him on the squad until he says something wild. and we have to, maybe rethink
Jettison.
some things. Yeah, we have to
And,
rethink.
the best part is Austin has no idea what that wild thing is. He finds out when you find out.
You find out when he's on the podcast. Damn.
Yeah. He got a call in the middle of the night.
But no, that's the age one. Definitely go pick it up. Hit up Austin if you have any other questions about it. That's Gunpla Tesseract on Instagram. Man, this is a good topic right here. We're going to talk about something that we just kind of hinted at, not hinted like, oh, we're going to talk about it, but we talked about it in previous videos where 2028 CD and 2028 Coupe and 2028 Austin is banging at the windows of 2024 saying, don't do that. Don't do that, right? We wait on kits until we get a little bit better when it comes to this craft. So what we're going to do is we're going to be the ones that's going back. 2024 Coupe is going to knock on 2021 2020 Coupe and say, do not do that or change it up. So let's run that back. What kits would we like to redo? Now that I think about it, if I had to get another crack at a kit that I've built and painted or built, I would like to get it. I would love to get another crack at that Wing Zero. I did the Wing Zero, the Verka. I did it with color shift colors at the time. I like color shift because it's a little different. SMS has a lot of color shifts, and I changed. At first, I saw a color scheme. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope. I want to try that," and I wound up doing a color shift, and it went from purple to blue to orange, a slight orange. I forgot what color I used, but I messed up a lot on that kit. To be honest with you, man, I was inexperienced. I dropped a frame piece. No, the part of the shoulder of the 3-color shoulder fell in lacquer thinner. I'm like, oh man, like I'm just going to take the paint right off. I'm good to go. It started getting gummy and sticky, and I'm like, yo,
Took the words right out
oh
my
my
mouth.
god. So I'm banging on my window saying, yo, Coop, hold off on it. Hold off on it. Now I want that resin kit with it. I could go back and get it. Right? It's in stock in certain websites, but it's like, dog, I already went through this process. So trying to double back or even paint a kit that I already painted. It's different if I try to paint or go back and build a kit that I haven't painted. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But if I already put effort into a kit and paint it, like I don't know if I'll do another Zaku Origins after I done painted the red one. I'm like, yo, I don't know. So the Wing Zero Verka for me is one I'm proud at because it did place in like Hobbytown build off, and I wish I'll take. It's gonna sound terrible, but I'll give up the win just to get that back in the runners and in the box sealed right as of right now.
I hear you.
So that is definitely one that I wish I could redo. 2024 is banging on that window like, yo, Coop, hold off, brother.
I hear
hold
you.
Off.
I'm gonna with mine is me going back and knocking on the door 2020, 2021. My first ever painted kit, the Full Mechanics. What is this? I'm actually looking at it right now. This is the Calamity Gundam. It's bittersweet because it was my first kit I've ever painted, and like I learned a lot from it. But I also, as Coop said, messed up a lot. I had the same thing with Coop. Damn, I got this paint on this kit, on this piece. How do I get it off? Let's try lacquer thinner. No. Austin, don't do it.
I want to show it. You don't mind, do you? I want to put it up on the screen. Go ahead. My fault. Go ahead. My fault for cutting you off. It looks good though. That's the crazy thing. It looks good.
Oh, not this one. Not this one.
Not this one.
No, that's
It's not even on the
stripe,
page no
white
more. I took it
stripe.
off. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you
Oh, there it is, right there.
Which one is it?
Under it.
Oh.
Yeah. So it looks good from the angle of the pictures, but when it's because it's posed a certain way. If you see those tiger stripes on the thigh, it's because that's where I melted a piece. And I melted it so bad I put my finger through it. Like there's a hole in it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like but
This is a real good paint job for it to be your first one.
but
We only see it
Right.
from one side. If he shows us the other side,
to the back.
there's a bullet hole in his thigh.
But you know what's crazy is someone actually liked it enough to want to buy it from me, so I sold it. But I wish I could get this back because, like Coop said, I don't like doing things twice. Like another regret I have is this MGSD Freedom. It's built all the way up, and I'm never gonna paint it now because I've got to the point where I don't want to pull shit apart anymore. I can't do it, dog. I can't build it, break it down because I know myself. I'm going to break something, and when I break it, it's over. I'm hot. So
it's okay, CD. We just have to have a little OCD.
No. Yeah, that's all you. So my process from now on is when I cut it out the box, it's getting clipped and painted. You're not getting any, hey, this is it. Blank, here's a primed, you get box, finished.
That's it.
Box, paint, decals, finished. But yeah, I would definitely like to run this one back. It was fun. Definitely learned a lot, but there's only picture from the front for a reason. So I'll leave it at that.
That looks good though, man. No lie. Like looking at it, I wouldn't have expected this to be your first painted kit though. This one's always tough. This
that
one's
one,
tough.
I learned a lot from getting close, like pulling, banana peeling on the pieces, spraying too close, and not watching your PSI. So that's why I haven't done any master grade since. Honestly, like these left so much of a bad taste in my mouth. I haven't painted another master grade, but I promise this year I will. I just have to get over it.
Start before you're ready.
Yes.
Always start before you're ready.
And take your time. Like I'm always in this. I need to finish this in 1 week. I don't have no one's holding a gun to my head to finish this kit, so I can take my time on it. And I got to get that in my head. I'm like trying to start to finish. I have to finish this in a week. For what? So
For what? It's a marathon, right? It's not
it's a marathon. Just like you've been working on your Banshee, that's just gonna come out so good when you're done because you've pacing yourself. You're not like, I have to have this done now.
I mean, that's how I was at first. I was like, man, I gave myself that year. I want to get it done by the end of the year. I'm taking my time, man.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's 2019. It ain't going anywhere. It'll get done. Austin, brother,
man,
you done built up and break down a lot of kits. Yeah, rattle can a lot of kits. I want to hear this. What's your pick, sir?
It would be very easy for me to say everything that I rattle can now that I have an airbrush.
I hear you.
What a cop out.
Yeah, but and I don't really want to pick like my first master grade because that was a learning experience. That was me trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing, what's going on. So I'm going to pick a kit that actually you guys were bringing up, being patient, that taught me what patience really is and why I break down every kit. A kit that I tried to cheeseball and do quickly and have forever paid the price for it. No one's ever seen the kit because I never take any pictures of it. It's still in a dark room in that closet behind me, just in a box somewhere, never to be revealed again. It is the master grade, and it's the master grade duel. Now, Coop's been to my house. He's seen my master grade duel Gundam. He doesn't realize that's not the first one. That's I tried scribing at 11 o'clock at night when I was super tired and I had to get up to go to work in the morning. I had already had a hard day and I was upset, and I said I need to finish this master grade in a week. I gave myself a week. For high grades, I give myself 3 days, right? So I was sitting down and scribing and already frustrated with work and scribing and just like, I'm gonna get this because it's got to be better than the last. It's got to be better than the last. Why isn't this part going? Poop.
Do it. Damn.
Blood everywhere in my hand, right? And I'm like, ah! So There's blood on the kit, and and at this point in time, I was trying to move faster, so I was painting parts and priming parts and scribing parts. Right, so there would be sections that were done, sections that needed work, sections which don't do everyone, because you find out quickly that your panels don't line up correctly with your scribing marks. So as a result, this kit, and what sucks too is that the color came out perfect. The arrangement of the colors came out perfect. It's exactly everything I wanted, but because I did everything so quickly, so haphazardly, and with a edge of it's okay, we'll knock this out quick because I'm good at this now, even though this is my third or fourth master grade. I'm good at this now, right? My ego got to me, time management got to me, and the kit is an absolute just dog shit pile. The panels don't match. I lost apparently one of the shoulders, like the shoulder blade parts. The armor, it doesn't even match. It turned out later that when I dried, don't paint it, everybody. This is a learning experience, I guess. Don't paint in what was it, 12 degree weather. Apparently gold doesn't set, or any paint sets at 12 degree weather. It immediately crystallizes, so you just put more on it, try to figure out why it's not working out fine, and then you have droplets of paint that freeze immediately on your kit. The panel lines are all just jaggy. They're not clean. They're not sanded out. There's blood on the kit still. So there's a part of me that's on the kit. So literally. It's probably one of the worst master grades I've ever built. And I kept thinking to myself, like, the vision I had for it looks so good. It was nearly there. I could have done it. I could have fixed it. But looking back on it, I don't think Austin could have. I don't think the Austin then could have. I think Austin was destined to make all those mistakes and eventually cut open his hand. Oh, and then I angrily went out for a drive because the way I calmed myself down, I went out for. And the one thing you learn is you don't drive while you're emotional. Right? You shouldn't do that. I got on the highway, started tailgating some guy, was honking the horn, yelling. He brake checked me, and I almost crashed that night too. So this is all over a bad experience.
Imagine responding to that call, Coop, back in the
day. Why did you even leave the house?
So, sir, you have a hole in your hand. Do you need medical? Is that from the crash? No, I did that to myself.
That'd have been wild. That's how the Undergated was formed. I'd have been on the phone with Coop. Hey, CD dog, I just pulled this dude over because he was mad because he was building Gundams.
That's the kind of guy we need. Right. We need him on our team.
Let's give him a whole segment where he builds more Gundams.
The Undergated was formed, but they didn't know.
What year you think that? What was that? 2020?
That was around 2020. Yeah, that was 2020. It was like my fourth master grade, but I've been building high grades. It was, a matter of fact, I had already built the I believe I had already built that high grade that got me the third place in the competition that we were at. The Origin Gundam, the real type Origin. Yeah, high grade. So I was already knocking out stuff by then, but I don't know, just everything went wrong with that one. And I've yet to buy another duel just because I can't justify. I know you guys on the podcast long list of watchers have seen me buy 3 Origin. Four technically now. I can't bring myself to buy another one of those just because the bad
one episode 4.
Yeah, over there.
Not 4 in the span of not 4 origins in the span of the podcast life. 4 origins for one episode of building and breaking down a backlog.
Yeah. So but I for some reason just can't seem to bring myself to buy another duel. You've seen me in there, Coop. You see me pick it up and look at it, stare at it for a while, and I can't bring myself to do it again. I don't know why. I know I guess it's my white whale. I'm waiting until I'm perfect, I guess, and then go back and try again.
That's a great segue, man. What kits do y'all have now in y'all backlog? That's like, you know what, 2028 CD, 2028 Gunpla Tesseract. I hear you. I'm not going to touch it. Here it is. I'm here. I'm just right now for me. I think it's the MadWorks Resonance of Sotheby with the RG one. I've had it for 3 years already, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not saying I'm not ready for resin, because stay tuned for that, but not my vision of where where I want to, what I want to do with it, and where I want to be. I'm not there yet. So that's mine.
I'm right in the same boat with you, Coop. I got the MadWorks still in the box from New Type. Haven't even opened it. It's the MadWorks resin kit for the Wing Zero EW. I just know if I do it now, I'm gonna get into that mood. I'm gonna be near perfect, and I'm gonna rush the last couple steps, and I'm gonna pay for it in the end. Yeah. And be looking back at myself like, why the hell did I do that?
Right.
And then eventually, these resin parts do go out of stock, and
it should be hard. Thanks, CD.
Okay. Good luck finding them. Good Lord.
Okay, we get it. We get it. Especially the Wing Zero one. We get it, CD. Okay. We get it, buddy. What you got, Austin? What's the kit that you got in the backlog? Like I know you've been waiting on that Fives, but are you waiting till like hot damn?
Yeah, so this kit I will
not.
You
pulled out smooth.
Didn't think twice about it.
This kit I will not work on until I know I am ready, and I already have a vision of what I would look like. My stuff has to look like before I even touch this. So this right here.
Shout out, my fault to cut you off. Shout out to the person who commented the Fives is an overrated kit. Last episode, he said the Fives is a overrated kit due to the price, and all you get out of it is a big gun. Shout out to him.
Has he not seen the Deep Striker? The Deep Striker should be his overrated kit.
That's a Vercar, right?
What this right here?
Yeah,
this is a Vercar.
Damn. Yeah, what do you say about the Vercar line being overrated again?
The Faz, dude. If you're gonna say the Faz is overrated for a big gun, the Deep Striker, look it up, everybody. The EX Deep Striker is more expensive than this, bigger than a perfect grade box. You need like 2 handles to hold it, and the articulation is 0. It is a statue with a giant gun.
People be clamoring, "Oh, I have to have the O restocked." That shit's a brick.
People are asking for the Master Grade O. I was like, what are you gonna do with it? Paint it blue?
What the fuck do you want to do with it? Just so you have the little arms come out?
Yeah, it's gonna do nothing. And I was this close to buying a Deep Striker too. I had an opportunity. I was in an old flea market store for retro video games. Yeah, I was
Hope Punk 9 is the one. Shout out to him. He said another overrated kit, in my opinion, might be the Fives. Don't get me wrong, it's one of my grail kits. It is something that when it comes back around in the US via conventions, I plan on buying. But
my grail kit is low, sir.
What makes it overrated to me is the price point. Damn near $300 for an MG Vercar, and there's a lot for and sure the giant gun gimmick is cool and all, but I would shell out that much cash on it. Oof.
See, and you know what? You see, I'm very lucky. I met Geo Builds. Shout out Geo Builds. He sold to me heavily discounted, and I got the photo edge parts and the water slide decals out of it, all in cheaper than the retail price.
So that's, I mean, if you got it for the deal, hell yeah. If you can find it for the deal, shout out to him, man. Punk 9, thanks for that comment. Feature comment of the week. There you go. Well, go ahead.
There's also one more kit. It's my RX-93 New Gundam with the Rage Cyclone backpack and the SWJ heavy weapon set, which is not the regular one that you see. It's the heavy weapon set type 2, the one that was in just the drawings that the artist made originally for the kit. So
shout out third parties, because they come out with
everything.
Coop, they got the RG Epion parts coming out third party.
Shout out, yes sir.
I seen a picture today. What's that? With the fingers. It's a high grade from Witcher Mercury. It's a P band that has like the whole other arm that's like a gun.
Oh yeah.
I seen that for a third party.
Was it the Lafrith Jewel? Was it the Lafrith Jewel?
Exactly. That shit. I seen the third party arms, and that shit comes with a left and a right. Like,
damn.
So you can match it, and then they got the third party Estrays, so you can turn the Estrays into like their upgraded forms. There was a third party that turned the Dynamis, the Master Grade Dynamis, into the Dynamis Repair 3, which originally was only a metal build kit.
Oof, like beautiful.
Third parties have been knocking it out the man.
So we talked about the past, we talked about the future, right? One more question, fellas. What would we like to do? What are some cool designs for some future projects, man? Like, what would you like to do? I know, like, outside of like enhancing the skills, right? Like outside of like, oh, I want to have a fully painted scribe kit, or I want my skills to be top tier. What's some future, like I want to take this kit and I want to do this with it. Like I have the clear right now, right? I guess this is a quick throwaway for me. I'm working on the Sotheby's, the clear one, and I want to do detail paints on the frame so you can see it come from the outside, like some metallic gold, silver. So when I put the pieces on, the armor pieces on, you still be able to see it. And I haven't done really hand painting yet, so I think this is a time where I'm going to sit back 2 years from now and say, remember that kid I hand painted? The Sotheby, it looks like dog shit. Yeah, that's what I want to say though, right? Like we want to get to that point where we be like, yeah, if
Right.
2 years from now I sit back and go like, yo, yeah, the best painted one was my first one, and I really haven't progressed at all. But
Right. The shit I got on display now, I don't want to have on display 2 years from now.
exactly. So I think for me is doing a lot more project wise, doing a lot more small fine-tuned details. I want to be able to kind of work on that. I know Austin. Well, I guess we could bring up skills because Austin, you really working on that highlighting, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now my goal is to learn highlighting and pre-shading, because I think I told you guys my favorite thing to do is pre-shading and highlighting. So I think that's where I want to get at. So right now that's my main goal. I think my end game though is to make stuff out of stuff that's like Kazuo Shio Kondo. He's one of the artists for Gundam manga, but his artwork is amazing, and some of his kits that he made for it are absolutely beautiful. So this is like some of his original artwork they made for like the Galgu, but you can see it's like spotted camouflage. It's got like the dope gun and whatnot, and people have made like actual like kit versions of his stuff, and it's so unique and different. And I would like stuff like this, like stuff that no one will ever else see on the shelf. Things that just look so strange and new, but they feel familiar. Like everybody knows this is a Gyaradoga, right? But it's got like the concrete paddle armor.
Yeah, that is pretty dope. Sure. That's hell yeah. That's almost like a Warhammer meets Gundam type shit.
Mm-hmm. And he's famous for a lot of the classic like older designs. Or you're right, and he did do some tabletop work, but this is kind of his artwork. And a lot of people know that I used to do drawing and stuff like that. Like this stuff is what gets me going. So I would love to like try and make my physical model kits look more like the 2D space here that this man was able to create, and he's made some pretty dope looking stuff. So if I can get my 2D stuff to feel like this my 3D stuff to feel like this 2D stuff, this would be the game for me. That's in the long term. Yeah. But I gotta learn appreciating first. I gotta learn the basics of everything else. So
you gotta start somewhere, Austin.
That's all you can do.
That's it.
City, what you got, brother?
Man, I got 2 things. First thing, I want to stop making excuses. I just want to build a bigger kit. I keep complaining about space, but clearly I don't have space. I have fucking tote boxes full of kits. So I just want to be able to sit down and build it. Doesn't mean paint it. I just want to get back to used to building bigger things. I used to have a passion for building bigger kits as a kid. I used to only build master grades, and I kind of got away from that because I was like, space. But why do I keep buying these big ass kits if I'm not going to build them? So that's one. And then for my high grades, I want each one to have a story. I want each one to be contained in like its own little dio and try to, really expand upon my detailing skills and like weathering skills. Shout out to the Cobra Paw. Every time I see him, he's working on some weathered dio, something like that. And there's a lot of other guys out there that are doing it too. RX Granddaddy just did like a Zaku head, little dio. And like I want to be able to do something more like that for my high grade, since they typically do take a short amount of time. So I should be able to spend a little more time on the backdrop so it tells a story.
And did those guys ever sleep, Cobra Paw? And I mean, I thought Iowa had a work problem on these things. These guys are dedicated.
They rolling. Shout out to everybody that watched this episode. We appreciate everybody who support. Comment down below what's some of the things that y'all want to work on. Some of the things y'all can go back and tell yourself. Some kits that you want to redo this whole segment. And we want to start doing on a pod like the spotlighted comment of the week, because we appreciate everybody who comments. Who we see y'all. We try to get to y'all every time we get the notification. Someone left a comment on the video. Try to make it quick. So being that real time with y'all. We appreciate everybody. And again, shout out to all the new followers. We are on Spotify as well. So make sure you search the Undergated Network or Undergated Podcast on Spotify. If you can't catch it on YouTube, you can at least catch it on the way to and from work.
Yep.
Right. Throw it in those ears, listen out. And then of course, shout out to everybody, not everybody, but shout out to everybody, right? No, I'm gonna say not everybody. Shout out to Vulcan Hobby. Don't forget, use the code Undergate10 at Vulcan Hobby to get 10% off your order. We don't get anything back from it. We three guys who build, who love I'm about to say the sport, but love this game that we're in, right? And
Will be.
we remember the days where it was like, damn, we need a code. I ain't buying it until it's got a 10% code. I at least need a 10%.
Passing that code around like it was hotcakes. Yeah, but you got that 10% off.
So Vulcan Hobby was able to work with us and make sure we get a ongoing code. An ongoing code. At any time you use that code, Vulcan Undergate 10 at Vulcan Hobby to get 10% off. Like CD said earlier in the pod, he has a code for SMS paint.
Use
so
Chloe's dad on the SMS website, or use the link in the bio. Take you directly there. 10% loaded off your order. Get some paints. As you can see, Austin's now converted. We've converted him. He put me in a coupon Girl Kits. Now we have him on SMS paint. So
yes,
it speaks for itself, man.
And come through Austin too. Let me know. Let me know. I know you said you need a gray. I forgot to say that earlier. See if I have a gray in there for you, because I probably ain't using no gray no time soon. I should have a gray. Battleship gray. That's too dark, ain't it?
That might be too dark, but I'll have to get back to you.
Yeah, he got it. Trust me, he got it.
And if you need tools, check out Gun Primer. Gun Primer has some high quality stuff. I have some videos breaking out some of the stuff that's coming down a lot that they have out in, like the mini hand tool, all that, the sanding sticks, down to runner holders where you can label them and say A, B, C, D. So check out Gun Primer. Use code COOP10 at checkout when you shop directly with Gun Primer. So if you go to their website and check out, use code COOP10, and they got some more stuff down the line too as well. People, we appreciate everybody who follows, everybody who watches us. We love it. All the new listeners, again, thank y'all for showing the love. Every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. We haven't missed a beat yet. And the reason why, because at the end of the day, we all go to work. We all need a mental break from work. And we would like to give y'all that mental break to sit down and chill with us every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Something to look forward to every Wednesday.
Just my mental break shit.
Yeah, you ain't never lied, brother. You ain't never lied, because mental health is what?
Mental wealth.
There it is. And I'm Coop. Down there is Austin. Over there is CD. We formed together like Decepticons. What is it? Decepticons? No. Decepticons had something. Microcons.
Yeah, the microcons.
Minicons, microcons, and whatever. Devastator.
Yeah, that was a Decepticon. That was
that was like the which is
construction.
I think Devastator is the world record for most visual effect parts for in a movie.
And that shit was tough though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was. When they came together, that was tough. That was Revenge of the Fallen, Transformer, Michael Bay movie. Hey, 168 hours down, 168 to go. We're the Undergated, never underrated. Until next time, people. Peace.